That would be another topic of when they do them.
Hold
that thought just a second.
I can't stop asking the bug dot questions
I know,
because they're everywhere, all over me.
Great stuff.
Warm weather means more fun in the sun, of course, for you and your family, but it also means
bugs.
Bugs. And those mosquitoes are big jerks, and I am the target. Always.
They always bite Carolyn.
Always.
Actually, they usually seem to come after me too.
Well, just invite me around.
Between the two of us, we got this taken care of. You can keep your skin protected from unwanted bug bites, though, with some helpful tips. And to talk about our tiny little terrors, Dave Shetlar, the bug doc, is here this morning. In the break, we were talking about bats eating mosquitoes.
Sure.
And how many bats does it take to clear out a park of mosquitoes?
More bats than we have.
Okay, all right. So it's still not going to get rid of them.
There will always be mosquitoes.
So we are playing a little game of fact versus fiction. So here's what's going to happen. The bug doc is going to ask us a question, and then we want you to play along at home. Is it fact or is it fiction?
Right.
And we're going to write that on the whiteboard.
Now, you'd already mentioned that you seem to be more attractive than others, but here's the first question.
Well, thank you, doctor.
Mosquitoes are attracted to certain blood types. True or false?
I'm going to go with fact on this one. What do you say?
Oh, I went, okay, true, so fact, yes.
Fact. You are both correct.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it appears that people with blood type O are more attractive than blood types A or B.
But there are a lot of us who are O's, so.
That's correct. But it's more complicated than that. My dad was an O, I was an O. We would go camping, I'd get eaten alive, and they wouldn't bother him whatsoever.
Really?
And so there appears to be more chemicals involved than just the blood type.
Just that.
Huh.
Okay, all right.
Okay, true or fact or fiction? Yes. Scratching a bug bite makes it worse.
Well, this is by experience, because I've been itching these things like they're going out of style. I'm going to say fact. What do you say?
Because you're going to break it open, and that could cause problems.
Okay, and so what this is one of those that it's a fact, but it's not because of the bite, but it's because of the scratching can make more histamines, which cause more itching.
Oh.
But if you actually leave it alone, it will probably go away by itself and so forth.
How long will a mosquito bite usually itch? Is it like a day?
Every person's going to be different with this because it depends on their allergic reaction to the spit that the mosquito injected into your skin.
It's just so gross. Like, they need to leave me alone.
Why do they do that?
Well, remember that in the spit is an anticoagulant, and many of them also have a numbing agent in there, so you can't feel the bite until they're gone. But since those have short-chain proteins, you get an allergic reaction to it.
Interesting. So it's numbing you up before it bites you and then making sure that you bleed out. Got it.
So sweet.
Okay. Gross.
Right?
All righty. And I think maybe we've sort of implicated this. Some people give off a scent that attracts bugs. Fact or fiction?
I'm gonna
scent.
I'm going with. Yeah, you did too.
I will too.
You're just doing way too well today. In actuality, that is true. And there have been lots of studies. This is being very tough for entomologists and other chemists to discern, because they've now identified that there's over 300 different kinds of chemicals that exude out of our bodies. We can't smell them. Dogs probably can smell them and so forth. But these insects can pick up on them. And every person has a slightly different complement of these chemicals that come out.
So unless you smell like DEET, you're probably getting bitten.
Well, another interesting study is that people that have a little bit of alcohol in their blood are also a bit more attractive.
Yeah,
well, great.
Okay, well,
maybe that's why I get eaten so much.
That's what it is.
Darn Pinot Grigio.
We're hosed on this one. All right, so one more.
All right. Mosquitoes are the deadliest animals in the world.
Oh.
Deadliest animals.
Tiny flying thing.
You know what? I'm going to go with fact.
I'm going fact on that.
Bummer. I tried to con you into something else.
Dengue fever.
Because Carolyn's had the dengue fever.
It's kind of interesting. There are more deaths caused to diarrhea worldwide than anything else, but that's caused by people with people. When it comes to the insect world, mosquitoes are by far the deadliest in transmitting things like malaria and dengue fever and so forth. And there are more people that die from mosquito-borne diseases every year than any other vector disease.
So what can we do to make them stop?
Well,
sit in the bubble inside for the rest of your life.
Obviously, try to escape from being bit. Number two, remember that the health departments in all of our counties, all of our cities, and so forth are actually monitoring the mosquito populations. They capture the mosquitoes when they find the right mosquitoes that transmit diseases, and more importantly, they are carrying those diseases. That's when they pull the switch on the foggers.
Okay.
So people always say, well, I'm getting bit all over the place. Why aren't they fogging? Well, they haven't found the right mosquitoes, and they're not vectoring the disease yet.
So once they do, so in other words, once they start fogging, it's bad.
Yeah, they've discovered the right mosquitoes, and they're carrying the disease.
Right.
Absolutely.
Dave, thanks for your time this morning. We appreciate it.
Sure.
The quiz was good. We learned a little something.
Yeah, but now I'm itchy.
You were itchy before.
I know, but now I can feel them everywhere.
Now she knows, though, because we learned a little bit before the break, it wasn't chiggers, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's not chiggers.
Coming up after the next break, Ashley Orr is going to get her groove on.
It's going to be fun.
She needs that $3,500 dress.
Duh.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.